Greetings, travelers. My name is King Azziem, and I am back with another Hearthstone card pack opening video. As you can see, we have 10 card packs ripe for the opening. So let's waste no more time and jump right in. So what do we have? We have 3 March of the Lich King, 1 Castle Nathria, 1 Sunken City, 3 Alterac Valley, and 2, United in Stormwind. That's what it's called. So we'll start with we'll start with that one. We'll just go oldest to newest. So we'll see what we get here. Ooh, fancy. Start right here. Crow's Nest Lookout. Battle Cry. Deal 2 damage to the left and rightmost enemy minions. That's a pretty good one. I've seen this played a couple times. I don't really have too much like a pirate related deck with Demon Hunter, but I'm sure there's probably some ways to incorporate it. Ooh, this is rare, so we'll skip that. Also, I just love how he's firing one of the laser beams through the telescope. That's funny. Need for Greed, another Demon Hunter. Draw 3 cards. If drawn this turn, this costs 3. That's a pretty good one. I like to think, especially because it's tradable as well. I like how he's like digging through a pile of gold specifically for that gem as well. That's pretty funny. Moarg Forge Fiend, that is quite a formidable one there. I've seen this one played a variety of times, and usually it doesn't end well for the person it's played against, because not only is it a taunt that's 8/8, but you also get 8 armor when it's destroyed. Maybe I'll look into using that myself. And let's see, Void Shard. Ooh, this one's fun. Lifesteal, deal 4 damage. Okay. Like the artwork, of course. And I haven't really done too much with a shadow-related priest. I know there's that kind of archetype there, but let's move on. Our rare card for this is Dark Alley Pact. Summon a fiend with stats equal to your hand size. Ooh. That's funny because it's a pact and they're shaking their hands and it's related to their hand size. That's funny. But yeah, I don't play Warlock too much, but I can see where this can come in handy. Okay, 1 down. Let's keep going. Let's see, we'll start here again. Stubborn Suspect. Death Rattle, summon a random 3-cost minion. I believe I had this at one point in I think it was a Hunter deck that I had, where it was basically just trying to summon as many minions as I can through Battle Cries and Death Rattles. It wasn't the best idea, because then my board just got flooded with a bunch of random stuff, and I couldn't play anything good. I like how it's funny he's in shackles. I never actually noticed that before. I thought he was just like at a bar, like talking to somebody and just had his hands up. Let's keep moving. Another Crow's Nest Lookout, so we just saw that, and there's our rare card for the pack, and I accidentally just hovered over the other 2, so we know they're nothing too special. Ooh, Royal Librarian. Battle Cry, Silence a Minion, and it's tradable. I used to have this in my one mage deck that I've played a couple times. I ended up getting rid of it, I think, for Ironbeak Owl, because it's a lower cost silence Battle Cry, but I think I took it out entirely because I didn't really use it that much. And finally, Bloodbound Imp, another Warlock card. I seem to be getting a lot of Demon Hunter and Warlock cards. Maybe the game's trying to tell me something. Whenever this attacks, deal 2 damage to your hero. Yeah, I don't like that unless you have the one quest line that makes it so any damage you take on your turn goes to the opponent. I like the little blood sigil on the piece of paper he's holding though. That's pretty funny. And our rare, ooh, Goldshire Knoll. Rush and cost 1 less for each other card in your hand. This actually could pair well with that Demon Hunter one we just got, the draw 3 cards one. I think that'd be pretty nice. It's a 10 mana cost to start, but usually these kind of cards are at least discounted a good bit. So let's keep moving right along to our Alterac Valley packs. Kinda sorta rhymed there. Well, that's our rare card, so we'll start at the top. Ice Hoof Protector. Taunt and freeze any character damaged by this minion. I'm quite familiar with this one. First, I love how their armor is just coated in ice. I think that's a really neat touch. And second, this was in a mage deck that I had that was based on freezing the enemy and trying to basically stop them from doing anything good with their minions. And it was pretty good for a time, but after a while and as I started climbing the ranks, it didn't really hold up that well. Also, their axe, it looks like it's... Okay, no, it's not. I was gonna say, it looks like it's made purely of ice, but it's not. You can kind of see a blade there. But let's continue. Sneaky Scout. Stealth and honorable kill. Your next hero power costs 0. Huh. Interesting. I feel like this would do well with one of those, like, upgrade hero powers you get from playing what do they call, like a class card or whatever. I forget what they're called, but you all know what I'm talking about. The ones that change who your character is and change your hero power. Something like that would be quite nice with this, I think. Ooh, okay, we'll skip that, come back to it. And Drakefire Amulet. Those who have seen my mage deck are quite familiar with this. Discover two dragons and summon them both. I love this, especially because summoning them doesn't trigger their battle cries, so if you get Deathwing, you get a really strong minion on the board and don't have to destroy stuff and discard stuff. Although, I mean, destroying it would be nice. Discarding, not really. Let's go to our rare card first. Desecrated Graveyard. At the end of your turn, destroy your lowest attack minion to summon a 4/4 Shade and last 3 turns. Ooh. I feel like this would pair well with one of those ones that summon a bunch of 1/1 imps. I feel like it would work well with that. And it's low enough mana cost too that you could probably make it work too. Pretty neat. And our legendary, or epic, my bad, Frozen Mammoth. This is frozen until you cast a fire spell. This is the first time I'm seeing something like that. Interesting. Okay, I could see some use for this in like a mage related deck, and having like the, what is it called, flaming streak or flame streak, where it reduces the cost of a fire spell. That's pretty cool, but I wish it doesn't have like rush or anything, so it would just be like basically frozen / dormant until, not even dormant because you can still attack it when it's frozen. It seems a bit situational, but the artwork looks cool at least. I like how it's like slowly thawing out. Okay, moving right along. Let's see what we got. Wind Chill. Freeze a minion and draw a card. I wonder if this is the same Wind Chill that froze that mammoth from before. It's a pretty nice card, I think. Freezing minion and drawing a card just for 1 mana. That's pretty good value, I like to think. Frantic Hippogriff. Rush and honorable kill, gain Wind Fury. I've seen, like, I think I have one of these. I haven't seen it play too much, which is surprising. I feel like with like its ability and just with its stats, you'd see it more often, but maybe not. It looks really cool though for Hippogriff. Not exactly what I pictured in my head when I thought of a Hippogriff, but it looks awesome. And that's our rare card, so we'll skip that. Ooh, Frostbite. That's funny. I like how his teeth are just ice. Deal 3 damage and honorable kill your opponent's next spell costs 2 more. Ooh. See, that I think is also pretty nice. I might have to take some of these shaman cards I'm getting and make a deck with them. I really like this artwork though. It's really funny. Troll Centurion. Rush and honorable kill, deal 8 damage to the enemy hero. See, this seems very situational, but also seems very powerful if you can get it to work. Because there's not much I think that would have 8 health. It usually would stay at exactly 8 health by the time you can put something like this out. So it looks cool though. And our rare card is To the Front. Your minions cost 2 less this turn, but not less than 1. Ooh, that actually could work pretty well in my warrior deck that I have, especially since I'm trying to get some of my minions on the board quickly, depending on what my starting hand is. I like it. Might have to look into that. Next, Alterac Valley pack. Ice Revenant. Again, I'm familiar with this one. This was also in my Ice Frozen Mage thing. I think I called it Ice Queen, so my Ice Queen Mage. Whenever you cast a Frost spell, gain +1/+1. This was pretty brutal whenever I would play it. Sometimes, if I had a bunch of Frost spells in my hand, I get this thing powered up like crazy. And I feel like it used to be +2/+2, but they nerfed it. But after getting higher up in the ranks, it just wasn't holding up as well as I thought it would. And especially because I was relying too much on putting this out before casting spells, which isn't a good thing to do. So next up is Legionnaire. Death Rattle, give all minions in your hand +2/+2. Ooh, and it has 9 attack too, which is pretty crazy. Again, I think this could work well with the warrior deck I have, like kind of buffing the stuff in my hand. That's quite nice. Ooh, an epic card. We'll skip that. Axe Berserker. Again, with my warrior deck, for those of you who have seen that, we know this card's in there. It's quite useful. I only have the 2 weapons in there, so it means use is limited, but still, with the idea of having a rush minion with 5 health isn't too bad this early on. Our rare card is Pride Seeker. I thought it said Bride Seeker for a minute. Battlecry, your next choose 1 card costs 2 less. I feel like this could pair well with like the Jerry Rig Carpenter and some of those other ones that like basically improve your choose 1 spells. So I think that's pretty cool, and I like how they have like basically like, it almost looks like a saber-toothed bear, but I'm pretty sure that's just how the bear's tusks are or whatever. That's pretty neat. And our epic card, Frozen Buckler. Gain 10 armor at the start of your turn. Gain 10 armor at the start of your next turn. Lose 5 armor. See, I'm not quite sure. I mean, I guess it gives you the 10 temporary health, and if you lose all of it, then you don't have to lose the armor. But and I guess it kind of goes with the theme of like if your shield's frozen, it takes a hit, it's gonna break after a while, more likely than not. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like it should be like the one that Druid has, where it's like gain 4 armor this turn and 4 armor next turn or something. Okay, on to our Sunken City card pack. Let's see what we got. Cutlass Courier. We've seen this multiple times before. I don't think we need to go over it. Herald of Shadows. If you've cast a shadow spell while holding this, steal 2 health from a minion. It could be useful, I think. Again, I don't play Warlock that much, so I might not use it, but still looks cool at least. We'll skip that. Actually, this kind of reminds me of those, I don't know what the specific like race or species is called from Star Wars, but those characters with the really, really long necks who worked at like the clone trooper like factory, I guess, for lack of a better word. Okay, Illuminates. Dredge. If it's a spell, reduce its cost by 3. This is pretty nice. I think that could be useful. It looks like a chalice, I think. I'm not 100% sure. I think that might be some sort of like chalice, or it almost looks like a soup bowl because it looks like this is a ladle in there, but it still looks cool. And I think it'd be useful. I don't know if I'll use it in my Thief Priest that I have, but maybe if I look into a different kind of priest. Gangplank Diver. Again, love this guy. Dormant for 1 turn, rush, and immune while attacking. I think this is, first of all, I just love the card in general, the artwork, the voice lines, but I like the ability too. I think it really comes in handy a lot. And our rare card, Black Scale Brute. Taunt and Battlecry. If you have a weapon equipped, summon a 5/6 Naga with Rush. See, this would pair well with a warrior that actually uses weapons a lot more. It probably wouldn't go too well with mine since, like I said, I only have the 2 weapons, but I mean, especially because you get a taunt and a rush at the same time, so you could take out something and then have some kind of insurance here with this later on with it. Pretty cool stuff. We're a little over halfway now, so let's... I don't like it when the game stutters out on me like that, so let me just make sure everything's still okay on my end. Okay, so it looks like it literally just actually did just stutter on my end. The recording didn't even pick up a stutter, so works for me. Carving Chisel, I've used that in my Murloc Shaman. I feel like it'd probably be better used in maybe an Evolved Shaman or something like that, so you can look into that. I've been trying to put one together. I don't quite have all the cards I feel that'd be optimal for that, but I can see what I can do. After your hero attacks, summon a random basic totem. Imbued Axe, okay. I wonder if we're just gonna, that'd be cool if we just got all weapons. After your hero attacks, give your damage minions +1/+2, or if it's infused, it'll be +2/+2 instead. For those who have seen my warrior deck, again, familiar with this one. This is the sole weapon I have in that deck. There goes my hope of getting all weapons. Arson Accusation. Choose a minion and destroy it after your hero takes damage. Okay, now I can kind of see some synergy where you get the ones where that deal damage to your hero. Because I know there's some that just, their battle cries just deal like 3 damage to your hero. Having something like that paired with this would be quite nice. I think we've seen this one before actually, because I commented on how this guy's setting the papers on fire as he writes them. Motion denied. I think I've talked about this one before. Love the artwork, and it's a hunter's secret. After your opponent plays 3 cards in a turn, deal 6 damage to the enemy hero. This works quite well against enemies who like to spam a lot of low-cost cards. I don't really know what else to say with that. Ooh, a golden rare, nice. Suffocating Shadows. Oh, it's a Warlock card. When you play or discard this, destroy a random enemy minion. Actually, you know what? There is some synergy with these two right here that I just got. Maybe the game is telling me I need to look into Warlock again. I don't know. I guess we'll find out. And our last 3 card packs. Let's go and see what they give us. That's a rare, so that's an epic, so we'll skip that. Ghostly Strike, deal 1 damage and draw a card as a combo. Don't really play Rogue that much. I could see where it'd be useful because there's a lot of those like low-cost Rogue cards you can just like spam in one turn, which is why Motion Denied would come in handy. But yeah, Bloody Knight. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to your hero. Again with these dealing damage to your hero. Yeah, it would have fit in though with the Warlock deck I mentioned before. So, and the artwork looks cool. Ooh, let's go. We got 1 of each. Let's start with our rare. Rake. Give your hero +2 attack this turn and deal damage equal to your hero's attack to a minion. Ooh, that's actually pretty nice. Like, especially if you pair that with ones that power up your attack a lot. And it's only 1 cost too, so it wouldn't be too much of an like additional strain on your mana. That's pretty cool. And that artwork looks pretty cool. I'm not sure what creature this is, but it looks pretty scary. So let's move on to our epic card. Soul Stealer. Battlecry, destroy all their minions and gain 1 corpse for each enemy you destroyed. See, if only this were unholy, because a card like this paired with Lord Marogar would be amazing. But that's probably why it's Blood Rune. And especially, this would do quite well if your opponent had a bunch of stuff on the board and you didn't. Just play this, clear their side of the board, and benefit from it too. It's pretty cool, pretty nice utility. Maybe I'll look into doing a Blood Death Knight, but we'll see. I kind of like my unholy one that I have. And finally, our legendary for this pack. Halderon Brightwing. Battlecry, give all arcane spells in your deck spell damage +1. Ooh. There's actually a hunter deck that I'm working on and kind of improving, and this might work quite well with it. I'm not going to say what else the deck involves, but I think this would be nice to have in it. Okay. Let's see, Scourge Rager. I think we've seen this. I think I've commented on how its battle cry is the strangest thing. It dies whenever you play it. I don't know if I can quite see how it being useful. I don't know. I'm sure there's a way. Wait a minute. Oh, wait. Is he missing a... Okay, this is only 1 leg here. I thought that was like some sort of weird, like, ghost-looking tail thing. But I'm pretty sure this is an entire leg. So either this thing's missing a leg or it just has 1 leg. That's... I never noticed that before. That's funny. Hook Fist 3000. After your hero attacks, gain 4 armor and draw a card. See, this is what I like to see for warrior cards. I think this is quite nice. I like the idea of a mechanical robot. I think that's really funny. Shock Spitter. I think we've gotten this one before. I remember I mistook what it meant by improved by your hero attacks. I thought it meant your hero power attacks, but no, it really just means whenever you attack with your weapon. This thing has cost me some games before. Not on my end, but by the opponent playing it, so don't underestimate it. Ooh, okay, another legendary. Foul Egg. I've seen this one before. Death Rattle, summon a 3/3 undead chicken. I just think the idea of this in general is funny. I see this used a lot with Death Knight decks. I think there was a mage deck too that I played against that someone had this. It's quite the nice thing, especially paired with the new location card that you can get for Death Knight that destroys a minion. This would pair really well with that. Let's see what our legendary is. Elder Nadox, or Nadox. Battlecry, destroy a friendly undead, your minions gain its attack. Interesting. I'd have to look into seeing like what kind of undead. I mean, I guess if you had a generic undead like how this one is, you could use it. That's, this could actually be pretty lethal if in the right circumstances. Pretty cool. And our last pack for today. Let's see what we have. Jolly Roger. After your hero attacks, summon a 1/1 undead pirate. I feel like we've seen this before, but I think this is really funny. It reminds me of the skeletal pirates from Wizard 101. That's our rare card, so we'll skip that. Ooh, Nerubian. I don't know if it's Vizier or Vizier, but this actually reminds me of the legendary card we just got. Battle Cry, discover a spell. If a friendly undead died after your last turn, it costs 2 less. It's not too bad. I think it could be quite useful, especially if you have a lot of undead in your deck. Moving along, Arcane Bolt, deal 2 damage, and Mana Thirst of 8, deal 3 damage instead. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's a really steep Mana Thirst just to deal 1 more damage. I feel like it's just better off to play this earlier on instead of waiting. But that's just me. Ooh, wait, we have 2 rare cards. That's cool. So for, I don't know if it's Kel'Thuzos or Quel'Thalas. I can't remember. But give a friendly minion +3 attack and give your hero +2 attack this turn. This could work pretty well with like a Paladin deck focused around buffing, because I know they get a lot of buffing cards like Blessing of Kings and stuff like that. So maybe I'll look into doing that too, because I really like Paladin. It's a fun class to play. But our last card is this one right up here. It is a rare Embers of Strength. Summon 2 1/2 guards with taunt. Mana Thirst of 6. Give them +1/+2. So if you get up to 6, it'll be 2/4 guards with taunt. That's not too bad, especially with it only being 2 cost. Again, some of these Mana Thirst requirements seem a little steep for the small benefit they provide, but maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm not considering other circumstances that'd be useful. This artwork looks really cool though. Like, if I were someone trying to fight these people and I just saw this scene, I might actually reconsider it because it just looks super formidable. But as I click this button here and it boots me back to the main menu, that will be it for today's video. So I hope you all did enjoy me opening these card packs. If you did, please feel free to leave a like, comment down below, and if you're new and haven't subscribed already, please feel free to do that as well. You can also turn on notifications if you want to be notified when I post stuff. And with that, I thank you for your time and for your attention, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.